whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
I know you. I know you. I knew you. I knew you. But you ain't you. You can't be you. We put you through the window. There ain't no coming back. This is the really real world. There ain't no coming back. We killed you.
It is Halloween today, and I just wanted to talk about, you know, I guess two of my favorite things now to watch, but it's like, when I was younger, the movie The Crow, I thought like, because I already knew about, Devil's Night before that movie. That movie came out, what was it, 92? I knew about Devil's Night before that movie, I believe. But I thought everybody was experiencing what we were experiencing in Detroit. I thought people were like burning buildings in New York, doing crazy stuff down south, running reckless in California, and doing I thought everybody had a Devil's Night. And a friend of mine, he used to also love watching The Crow. He had told me, Mike, that's here, man. He's like, think about The Crow, the movie is in Detroit. I was like, is it? I was like, oh yeah, it is. He was like, that's something we do. It was like madness. It was madness in Detroit, man. Like when it was Devil's Night, man. They had to change it to Angel's Night, and they used to send out these. Someone wasn't even police. It was just people with like guns and big dudes. Like they used to have to send people because it used to get so crazy. Like people were just burning cars and throwing eggs and everything, and like a lot, like egging people cars. Like the cars were getting messed up. It was crazy. People were dying, but yeah, this is a reason I like Snarky J. Not only, have I always loved Latinas where I grew up. I grew up in a place called River Ridge, which is basically in Southwest Detroit. That's where Mexican Town is on the other side. So I always went over there, and I always had a affinity, a love for Latin women, Puerto Rican and Mexican to be exact. But, and then I found this, Star Wars. I was like I'm like, Star Wars is so bad. And I end up seeing Snarky J's channel. And then I'm like, oh, this is a beautiful young Latina, woman, saying some things. And it's like, that's, everybody has these fantasies online of, I'm like, okay, I can see somebody having a fantasy. I'm like, I love Latinas, but she's way younger than me. But I could see somebody being attracted. And then I'm like, oh, and she like, get out of here. If I was younger. But it's like, how you like The Crow? It's like every one of mine filled on my list. When I was younger, girls was not into none of this, like gaming and all of this stuff now. Like, y'all lucky. They didn't like any of this stuff when I was younger. But you got a Latina woman who's into Star Wars and The Crow. Somebody better try to, get her before, an asshole gets to her. But anyway, that when I seen her, like The Crow, and not even being from Detroit, it just was like, who is this girl? You know what I'm saying? I already liked her reviews or whatever, man, but that was just the icing on the cake, man, the cherry on top or whatever. This movie, I don't even know particularly like why I like it like that. Like it's like not like the story isn't like the craziest thing. It's a revenge story. I think because it's so brutal, and then it being from my area, you know what I mean? Like in the comic book, like it's from where I'm from, so it has that darkness to it, that dark, other gritty side of Detroit. Because you got the east side, the west side, you got southwest, and then you have just the metro area, which I think is like a mixture. I don't think they were really going anything Detroitish in that movie. But if I had to put it, I would say either my area is Southwest or Metro, because it's more mixed. Like it was like in the hood where I'm at, it's a lot of white people, Polish people to be exact, were the majority white. Like we had a lot of Polish people in our community, but it still was like the hood. You know what I mean? So it's like that's kind of how I took The Crow. It's like it kind of was in that kind of area, which is like I saw the grittiness in that, which is why I liked it, man. Dog, it seems like I can't think of my man's character, but you're not supposed to get to mañana. Like it's silly stuff like that. The main villain, well, you can't have him. Like it's just scenes like that is what make me love that movie. I was The Crow, and I wish I had pictures. I was The Crow every year of Halloween. We could not afford costumes. I was the Crow every year for Halloween, man. If not one year, like, I didn't dress up this year. I haven't dressed up in years. But every year I've been the Crow. And, like, even when I had a haircut, like, I got braids, and I used to, like, have my fro out or press it sometimes and put the white, because all we could afford was the paint on our face. So I'm just like, I'm gonna be the Crow again. Like, that's how poor. I've never had a real costume ever in my life. It was always throw some black on and just be the Crow again. Every year. And I seen Snarky J be the Crow so many years too. It's just funny. It's just, like I said, it was just weird to see that with a YouTuber, you know what I mean? Somebody, like I said, somebody that's not even from the area. Like, to have, like, but it's just it's a oddly good movie, man. Like I said, I don't know, it's Brandon Lee, the curse of it. I'm pretty sure that adds on to the mythos. And it's his greatest performance. And I've seen some of his other movies. He did one with, not David Carradine. It was one where he was with, not Steven Seagal. But I've watched all of his movies, man. I'm just tired from working 12 hours every day from work. But he did a movie where they went down to Chinatown, man. I cannot think of who his co-star was, but they was in a restaurant, man. It's kind of how the movie starts, and they find out that they're each other's partner. I can't think of the name of the movie. But I don't know, man. Brandon Lee he was up and coming, and to me, of course, I think to anyone, that was the role. Was like, oh, he's gonna be a star. And of course, the tragedy happened. But I think that adds to Ernie Reyes is good in the movie. I really like the little young girl. I don't know her. I forget her name every time. The actress's real name. But, you know, you got the scene. What is it? That can't rain all the time. You got that scene in there. That's just this. It's so many. When he takes the heroin out of old girl that he knew before. I think Fun Boy was hurt. Boy, was it Fun Boy? I should have watched the movie again before I reviewed this, but like I said, I'm in a rush. I'm working 12 hours. I got errands to run today. Just want to touch on it on Halloween. It's one of my favorite movies, man. It's top 5. It's not even like one of the best movies, but it's like, you know, I like Godfather. I love Lord of the Rings. I love Excalibur is probably my favorite movie, but The Crow is in there somewhere, man. Like, The Crow is in a top 5 movie. Like, when I say Lord of the Rings, you just you gotta throw the Fellowship in there, and then the rest of the series. You can only pick one. But yeah, man, this is a cult classic, man. I hope the younger generation finds it. You know, it's a good Halloween watch. The vengeance is hilarious. You know, I still love it to this day, man. He takes so many stab wounds and bullets. But it's like, it's brutal. Like, I like every scene still to this day to how he ends everybody. Like, my favorite is still the black character with the dreads, which I can't remember his name right now either. But their scene together, like when he's going to get revenge on him, to me, that's still my favorite, you know, revenge, who he gets revenge on. Yeah, man. Watch The Crow, man. Watch Snarky J. Like I said, somebody better. That's like the perfect girl for nowadays. Like, what other girl is into that? It's a beautiful Latina. Somebody get on that, man. Somebody put a ring on it. Somebody get it started, man. Anyway, man, I'm probably about to run some more errands and try to get some sleep, man. Watch The Crow. I'm out of here.